Earlier today, Fnatic lost in a bit of an upset to DRX, and here on Lotus, DRX decided to play this comp, which is just the normal meta comp, but with a chamber instead of a killjoy. And you might look at this comp and think, that's not that different, right? Like, what's going to change, really? Okay, you're playing a chamber. On the defense side, it might be a bit weird and stuff like that, but actually, it made a big difference on the attacking side, and that is where Fnatic actually really struggled early on in this game. And that was the case because it really played well against one of Fnatic's tendencies. And let me explain with this round, the bonus round here, round number 3. So you can see we've got our chamber set up here over towards A, and straight away, take a look at what Foxy9 is doing, right? So he's within his chamber TP. You can see he's got his TP all laid out here, and he's just able to walk out, right? He's just able to walk out and take this first part of this A control for free. Essentially, right? Like, he's got his TP there in case there is any danger, but he hasn't used any util. He has just walked out, and he's able to take this space. And this is the thing. Fnatic, I wouldn't say are one of the most aggressive teams in terms of, taking early A control and trying to, really force you back. They will do, right? It's not like they won't do, but they'll do quite a bit of this where they might actually have the players there, but they're looking for, maybe a later timing or something like that. And so that gives you the chance to do stuff like this, like Foxy9 is doing here. And now you're going to see in this round, at least, Foxy9 is going to play incredibly well, bait out quite a bit of utility, and find the first kill.
Blink of an eye.
See, though, change-ups here. This is Mako after the force. The economy is kind of feeling the after effects of that outlaw purchase. It's going to be down to a Marshall here. There's Nate up over the top. Foxy, see if he gets anything to peek out. Oh, my God. Man, he is on one today.
If you think about what just happened there in this round for DRX, they get an incredible kind of value from this play from Foxy, right? Not only does he find the first kill and they end up in a 5v4, but he's also going to bait out a Prowler, he's going to get out the Nade, he's going to get out Fade Horn, he's going to get out the Omen Flash. Like, he's giving them a lot of information that they know that 3 players are here, right? And he's getting out all this util, and he's getting the first kill, and he's surviving, right? Like, that is an incredible trade for DRX in terms of all that. And it doesn't just mean that, right? What it also means is if we take a look at the map, they're able to come and take early C control, right? And they know they can do this. So they can use their Raze and Omen here to come and take C control as well. And they're going to Prowler out towards B and take this early B control. And so, yeah, what you're going to see now is that Bosa is going to come back here. He's going to open the door and he's going to come down A. And he's going to try and reclaim this space. But from Fnatic's perspective, they're in a 5v4 and they've lost all the C and B control. And they've used a ton of utility. So Bosta, can, play somewhat aggressively here. And it is, a bonus round for them here, Fnatic. So he is going to play it somewhat aggressively. But he can't do too much, right? He can't do too much as this round proceeds, and as soon as any pressure comes towards him, he's already used his Omen Flash. So it's going to be a bit harder for him to kind of keep that control, right? So this was the problem that Fnatic were having early on, and we're going to see more rounds like this of Fnatic kind of struggling with this, and you see in this particular instance, Bosta having already used that utility and the chamber having survived it all, he just has to run away because as soon as he feels any pressure, he's in a lot of trouble. And now you're going to see that Fnatic basically just gamble at this point, right? They know it's not C, they sent a Prowler right here, they know it's not C, but now they're just gambling essentially that it's going to be A whilst DRX do a B split.
Ghost. This is taking so long.
Oh, shoulder going to be spotted, but Bosa down to 10 HP. Decent return fire there from the side of Bane. And the pivot to B might end up getting called here.
Yep.
Alpia, though, on a deep line, gets the headshot, but Mako gets the double tap. Up here on the floor, Mako potentially could go recover that weapon, but looks like he doesn't want to be disconnected from the rest of the team for too long, so we'll just go ahead and watch from main here at B site.
A nasty crossfire set up between Flashback and Foxy9 to try to account for these A lurkers. I mean, this round should be done and dusted.
Yeah, I mean, the save call has already been made.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the first example for you. Let's take a look at the very next round for DRX here. And what have we got? We got exactly the same thing. Foxy9 coming out here, and he takes this early control all by himself. Again, we're destroying a Prowler. We're just out here. Again, we haven't used anything. Right, we're just out here on our own. We're happy to take this fight because, again, what we're abusing is Fnatic love to do this, right? They love to have the Odin out here in towards tree. They absolutely love it. This is their favorite play. They probably do it, more than anyone else, basically, right? And so that means that we can just do this. And again, if you had a Killjoy, there's no way your Killjoy is just walking out here, right? Because the thing is, it's not just that we're able to take this A space like we see that Foxy has, and he's able to destroy a Fade Horn there as well. We're able to do this, right? We're able to start taking the other space on the map as well and really leave Fnatic guessing, right? To where they have no idea what's going on because they don't have A control, they don't have C control, and they don't have any B control. And so they don't know, what to do essentially, right? When you have the map like this, and there's still plenty of time left on the clock here for DRX, right? When the map on Lotus looks like this, the defending team is in a lot of trouble because you see Durka here, right? He's just guessing. He doesn't know which way to go, right? He's just going off whatever noise is being made anywhere. Prowler came out B, he started going towards B. Blastback comes out towards C. Oh, go back towards C. Like, he doesn't know, right? Hero doesn't know. They have no idea what's going on at this point, and it means that, as we see now, DRX grouping up for the C exec. Look at where Durka's on his way off, right? He doesn't know what exactly to do here. They don't know where to go. And now look at, we're execing into just a Killjoy alone.
But
out of charges.
Smoke on a waterfall.
Smokes are coming through. Paranoia is not going to hit anything.
They're going to start rotating back, but there's a timing lockdown. Sent in pretty deep, though. Plant can come through, but that's likely going to still lead to somebody being detained as they try to clear it out. Pain Shell going to be lobbed in, and the lockdown gets destroyed. Foxy on the linger, finding Chronicle. Hero dead, and suddenly DRX in full control of this round. I think that once again, this is going to have to be a save call from the side of Fnatic.
And again, not only are we finding success with our C exec here, coming in here, you might have noticed on the other side of the map, we also got a Chamber lurk kill here on Chronicle as well. So our Chamber is also finding value from taking this A space, getting a free kill on the other side of the map. And so this was a massive, massive problem for Fnatic early on in their defensive half. But they're not stupid, right? They did adapt to this, and eventually if we watch round number 8 here, you'll see, we start throwing out the Omen Flash straight away, the Haunt, the Nade, right? Eventually, Foxy's going to have to TP away, right? We can deny him this space by doing that, right? And that's what they eventually started to do, and they started to find some success with it, because now, instead of, the map looking like it did before, where maybe we've got 2 players to defend all of this, or maximum 3 players, now we definitively have 4 players, because we can leave Boaster here TP'd up on his own, right? And the thing is, when you are playing the Chamber, right, you are kind of lacking some of the tools where maybe when you're retaking A with a Killjoy or a Cypher, right, you've got a Cypher cam here to take a look for you what's going on, or you've got a Nanoswarm to potentially push someone out of a position. But Chamber obviously isn't as good at that, right? You're not bringing anything to that kind of retake of that A space. And so DRX actually didn't do a lot of retaking of that A space. That was kind of what was so crazy to me, that Fnatic, it took them a while to kind of start doing this stuff, but then when they did start doing this stuff, DRX went for some mad calls like this, where it's just like, this is almost wave the white flag round from DRX, right? This is we don't trust ourselves just to, push Boaster back off A, so we are going to just fully group up 5-stack hit B, right? Like, this call is one that rarely works, basically, right? This is a call that rarely works, and especially when Hero gets the first kill, it's a bit of a miracle that DRX managed to win this round, but they do.
X gonna have to come up with another explosive execute, something this team has been so well known for throughout the years. Look at that.
Entry coming in, Hero, blind spray, able to find one. Foxy 9 gonna be taken down. Pain Shells to try to hold them back here for now, but the spike still needs to be brought forward. Turka sends out the boom bot, reveal onto one, but ultimately get cleared. This plant is in. 4v5 for the defense here for DRX to try to hold this site.
Still have the Haunt in the Seas for Hero. Try to clear some space.
This makes Flashback's life a little bit more difficult because he doesn't have that trademark to try to play off of. But Chronicle, I think, just going to be taken down blind. Mako with a final shot. Maybe he had line of sight either way. The push forward instantly dealt with Durka. Not even getting an opportunity as a drag across. Flashback has the steady. Finds the kill. But Boaster now, again, the last one alive.
When we take a look at this retake, I mean, Fnatic should feel pretty confident. Normally, when you're in a 5v4 after Hero's got this first kill on B, like, even with the spike going down, if they've got no, like, Viper's Pit or whatever, or no Razor, right, you're still feeling pretty good about your chances in this round if you're Fnatic. You would still probably feel pretty heavily favored. The problem is with this one is that they just end up kind of, I think Alpha has an op here, right, which doesn't really help him, because you're going to see that he's not really able to, like, trade with Chronicle, and maybe doesn't quite swing with the same vigor that you might expect, someone. So you're going to see Chronicle, you know, is going to die here in just a second, whilst Alpha is just like holding this one angle, right? You see Alpha, I think, even pings this. So he's just trying to hold this. Chronicle then dies. He's not able to trade that. No one else kind of, you know, Durka thinks about swinging, but he doesn't want to go swinging just, yeah, into this because he's stuck behind this smoke. Hero's on his own. He's going to end up swinging on his own and dying here. Like, you know, it wasn't a great retake, all things considered. There's Hero dying as well, and now you've got, you know, just kind of Durka swinging out on the smoke on his own. You know, the smoke finally drops. Flashback gets that kill. And yeah, it just wasn't a great retake by Fnatic. It has to be said, though, that of course, one reason that Fnatic's retake isn't great is because they had to use that utility at the start of the round, like the Omen Flash, the nade, which would have been helpful, of course, in that actual B retake. So again, that's just another way that Chamber is kind of helping out DRX later in the round. But after this point, Fnatic would then continue to do this kind of A pressure, and DRX would end up in a lot of these rounds where it was just go B, just go C, and really they weren't able to do too much else on the attacking side. But it did just take Fnatic that bit too long to adjust before they found themselves in a big hole, and then ultimately they would end up losing this map and the game.